I have a big mess of stuff on the table right now because I'm going to tell you about my favorite budget-friendly items that we take backpacking. Most of the things here are relatively cheap, and I think everything on the table I've got here is under $40. A lot of these things are from Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate, and I will put affiliate links down below. What that means is every time you click on a link and you buy something using my link, I get a little wee tiny bit of commission. So if you're interested in one of these items and want to support us making more videos, you can use those links below to help us out. So my first item is the MSR Alpine salt and pepper shaker. You don't have to put salt or pepper in this. You can put whatever spices you want, your favorite spices that you want to take on trail. But this has got 2 compartments, one on each side. There's a little opening on each side that you can get your spices out with. I do have salt and pepper in this, but it's super light. And it is on sale right now at MSR for $9.06 Canadian. I have no idea what that is American, probably around $5. Love this, always bring it with us. This next item is the PIKA Outdoor Bowl by Hike Life, and we got this at Garage Grown Gear. And you can see that it's very light, just opens up into a little bowl. If you are at a water source that is really low and you need to have a scoop, this is really great for that. Or it's good for measuring to make sure you have the right amount of water in your pot for whatever food that you've brought that's freeze-dried. Not every freeze-dried meal needs the same amount of water. And you can see that this has got water measurements on the side, so you can tell exactly how much water you're using. And it just flattens down to nothing. Next item is WYSI wipes. These have no water in them, and they're excellent for using as toilet paper. I'll open up this little bag. This is a brand new bag. It's $12.99 on Amazon. There's 100 in here. I usually take 3 of these per person per day when I go backpacking, and it comes with a little container that's full of them, and you can refill it with what's in here. But these are just little wipes that when you put water on them, they turn into like a big face cloth. And because they're wet, they're excellent to use as toilet paper. And if you're using something that's wet, you get a lot less chafing because it cleans better. And because these have no water in them when you're carrying them, they're very lightweight. You can also use them to wash your pots or wash your body, whatever you need them for. Next item is something that I made myself. You can buy these at places like Hyperlight, and they're very expensive. This is a COOZY. I just made this myself out of materials I picked up at Canadian Tire with some duct tape. And you can put your food in here when you're hydrating your food and close the lid, and it keeps your food hotter while it's rehydrating, because you usually have to wait like 10 to 20 minutes depending on the food for your meal to rehydrate. This keeps it warm. Next item is a toothbrush. These items come free in your box from Garage Grown Gear. I'm assuming they're still doing this. These are incredibly light, little tiny, and free. The best things in life are free, right? Next up is the TITO Titanium SPORK set. If there's more than one of you in your family, these little things are incredibly cheap and come in packs of 2. The 1 pack of these is $7.99 Canadian, and they're titanium, and they're long-handled sporks. The single one, you can either specify a spork or a spoon. The double ones, the 2-pack is $13.59. You can get them in all sorts of colors. You can see I've got the gold one here. I've got the pink one. This is the rainbow color. Comes in blue as well, and just regular silver color. Next item up is mustard, ketchup, relish, any kind of extra that you want to put on your food. You can usually get from fast food restaurants. Just make sure that you keep these and put them in the fridge and use them for backpacking. They're great because they're free. You can also buy them on Amazon if you like, but free is better. Trail butter. I absolutely love these things, and they don't cost that much. This is the almond butter. This is the peanut butter blend. Tons of calories in these. These are fantastic in wraps for the kids. You can get these for $3.99 a piece at Bryden Solutions. On Amazon, you can get a pack of 12 of these for $48, which is pretty expensive, but there is 12 in there. Valhalla Pure for $3.95, and they're very worth it. I don't know about anybody else, but I like to eat peanut butter all by itself. Next up is toothpaste tabs. These don't cost a heck of a lot, but they sure save you a lot of weight on trail. They're just little tiny tabs that have no water in them that you chew, and then you brush your teeth with them. These are awesome. These are the watermelon strawberry. These are from Huppy, but there's all different kinds of them. There's Tanit tabs for $12.95 on Amazon. We've used the Crush Brush ones. They're $14.99 on Amazon for a pack of 80, and absolutely worth the wait. Next item is a Bic lighter. A lighter is way easier to use than anything else when you're on trail. I usually bring 2 or 3 of these, super cheap, and could save your life out on trail. Another thing that I think is absolutely essential on trail is a Kula cloth. These are pea cloths. You use them instead of toilet paper, and they just hang off of your backpack. This is a brand new one for my daughter. It's got little tents on it. You can get all sorts of designs, but you can see that this just clips like this. You loop this around your backpack, and like so. You always have your little paper ready when you need it. And you can wash these after a couple days of use with a little bit of soap and water, and you're good to go again. And they actually have a little bit of antibacterial properties built into the cloth so that they don't smell as bad as they would if they didn't have that. So they're great. And these are on sale for $25 at Garage Grown Gear right now. Next up, if you like to cook real food out there, is the titanium Boundless Voyage nonstick frying pan. You can see it's got nonstick there, and it's only $28. This is very, very light. It's got its own little case to make sure that you don't scratch that nonstick coating on the inside. We don't bring this every trip. We only bring it on trips where we're going with people who are going to do fishing, or if we're bringing real food like sausages or steak, whatever. Another Boundless Voyage item that I absolutely love is their mug. It has a great lid to it. It's very light, titanium, and we use these for the kids. They're just the right size that you can get a full package of Itchy Bad noodles inside, and they have lids, which is great. If you don't want to carry the lid, you don't have to, just leave it at home. They come with a little tiny case for you. It's very light as well. These are $24 on Amazon. Well worth it. You don't have to bring a plate. You just use your mug to eat your food out of. This is one of my favorites of my favorites. This is the FLEXTAIL Gear Tiny Pump. When we have to blow up 4 separate mattresses for us and the kids, this thing is worth its weight in gold. It is on sale right now at Amazon, 15% off, and it's $34.99. It's got little adapters for all of your different mattresses. And we can go for like a 5-day trip and never have to recharge this thing, although it is rechargeable. There's a rechargeable battery in here. I believe it comes with the cable. It's USB-C. My favorite little stove that I bring with me when I go on solo trips is the BRS 3000 stove. It's titanium. It only weighs a couple of ounces. It's not the most efficient stove, but it's probably the lightest stove and incredibly reliable. It is only $24.95 at Amazon right now. If you don't have to boil a huge pot of water for a lot of people, it's really the perfect stove to take backpacking when you're alone. It's not the best in wind. It's not the most fuel efficient stove, but as long as you can put some kind of wind barrier in front of it, it actually boils very quickly and is worth it because it's probably the lightest and cheapest backpacking stove out there. Next up is another mug. This is the GSI Infinity Backpacker mug. You can see that it's got a little insulating cover on the outside, which is awesome. This one is plastic, but it has a lid. It does keep your food or your coffee or whatever a little bit warmer, a little bit longer than other mugs because it does have a COOZY built in. This is only $16.95 at Mountain Equipment Co-op right now. So that's even cheaper than the Boundless Voyage mug if you want to bring a mug. It is a little bit heavier, but not a whole lot. I'll tell you how much it weighs. It's 110 grams and the titanium mug is 95 grams. So honestly, not that much more. I've also got a little carabiner on here, and I bet you this carabiner is the difference in the weight, and it's too little. I can't get it off right now, but that's probably the difference in the weight between the two. And you can see it's bigger as well. Last of my favorite cheap items is this Trekology A-Luft Plus camping pillow. It's not fully inflated right now. The reason I like this is because my kids and my husband like it. I am a back sleeper, so this isn't great for me, but they all sleep on their sides and they seem to love it because it's got this nice plush cover on the top of it, and it also has the strap on the back. And if a pillow doesn't have the strap on the back that goes around the back of your pad, it's not worth it. Just don't buy it. It's going to fly all over your pad. You're not going to be able to keep it under your head. Unless, of course, you put a t-shirt or something over top of your pillow and around your sleeping pad. You can do that. And you can also buy pillow keepers on Garage Grown Gear that keep your pillow still. But unless you've got one of those things, don't buy a pillow without a strap. It's not worth it at all. If you love your morning coffee and you love to do a pour over, the GSI coffee filter is at MEC for $12.95. And this thing is awesome because it just fits right on top of your mug. You put your coffee in there and you can do a little pour over. Unfortunately, you'll probably have to hike your coffee grinds back out with leave no trace practices, but definitely gets you a really nice cup of coffee. And that is the last of my favorite budget items. Hopefully you guys love this. If you have another budget item that you absolutely love, make sure you tell us what it is below in the comments. And please click that subscribe button and give us a like. Really appreciate you guys watching our videos, and we'll see you next time.